Now, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have signed a multi-million-pound deal for the rights to turn a best-selling book into a Netflix film.
Yes, Archewell Productions will work with Netflix to bring Meet Me at the Lake, a love story about a couple who find love in their 30s, to the screens.
Well, joining us for more is the royal commentator and royal writer Markle. Really good to see you this morning. What do we make of this new project then? It's almost like deja vu, isn't it? A new Netflix series from the couple.
Good morning, Ellie. Good morning, Stephen. Yeah, well, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are desperately seeking a second act in their amazing drama of their wonderful lives. They've bashed the institution of monarchy and almost everyone in it. That's old hat now. That's yesterday's news. So they've got to come out of a new box. And that's very important in Hollywood. So they've cast themselves, and there they are in all their loveliness, as film producers. They bought this book, Meet Me at the Lake, and as you say, there are echoes of their own lives in it. Two people in their 30s meet and fall in love. They both had traumatic childhoods. One of them has lost a mother in a car crash. There's talk of postnatal depression, which I think Meghan suffered from. And there's talk of drug use. And of course, you can't read Spare, the autobiography of the Duke of Sussex, without references to smoking weed and using hallucinatory substances and sniffing cocaine. So it's all there. I mean, nobody has ever accused Prince Harry of being a great reader, so I imagine it was his wife who fastened upon this book, which was written by a journalist turned author who lives in Toronto, where, of course, the Duchess used to live when she was in Suits. And there's the book, there's the cover of it. It did sell very well, but they've paid quite a large sum, £3 million, for the film rights of this story. Now, of course, it could be a great worldwide smash like Love Story in 1970. You remember that film? None of you were probably born or taking notice then, but I remember it. Or it may be a turkey. And people in Hollywood will tell us which one it is. But obviously they need a new act. They need something new. They're going to be behind the camera, not in front of it. And we shall just have to see. Is this the new Gone with the Wind, or is it not?
Look, I don't know much about film production, Michael, I've got to be honest. But have they got the... I mean, has Archewell Productions got the facilities, the wherewithal to actually make a movie?
I think it's an extremely good question. I mean, here are these two young people just getting into their 40s, almost, with the princess younger than his wife, and they're casting themselves as Darryl F. Zanuck or Louis B. Mayer or Sam Goldwyn, the great producers of the past. There is a skill. I imagine, having spent so many years, I think it was about 7 on Suits, the Duchess will know a little bit about film production, but is that enough? And of course, also the book features steamy sex, we are told. Well, there was a bit of that in Suits. When the Duchess was playing this young legal intern, or whatever she was, paralegal, I think that was the expression used. So we'll have to see. I imagine there'll be somebody there guiding their hand, but it is a very skilled business. I mean, of all the films that are ever made, and there's a torrent of them, how many of them are actually successes? How many even make their money back? But they rather need to make some money because they're burning through an awful lot, Stephen, because if you've got round-the-clock security at your hilltop fortress at Montecito, you know, that's 3 shifts of burly men, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Of course, they've made a ton of money out of Netflix. And we mustn't forget that Spare, his autobiography, is the biggest selling autobiography that's ever been published. So they've made money, but they're certainly spending it, and you need to recoup.
Yeah, you do indeed. Michael, good to see you.